I mean, between Broadway and television, our next guest, she's been a little busy.
I know. I need a tissue.
Just a
oh my
little
God.
busy. I know. We have chills from that.
I have chills.
New
my
Yorker
eyes.
Anna Uzele will start in the new musical New York, New York when it comes to the St. James Theater this month.
So
but wait,
exciting.
there's more.
But right now, you can see her here in Dear Edward and in here on Apple TV+. This is the show. This is the show. We've had a few guests on already from the show, but she's a series regular. Anna plays Adriana, a young woman coming into her own and dealing with grief after losing her grandmother, a prominent New York congresswoman who hoped she would one day run for her seat.
I'm not a good politician. I'm not slick or good at playing the game, clearly. But I will work hard for those who have been disenfranchised, because those are the people that need it the most. And I'm sorry if that offends a certain tax bracket.
Unbelievable. Talk about range. Anna Uzele joins us live this morning.
Hello.
Darling, it's so wonderful to meet you.
You too.
First of all, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you.
Second of all, the range. We saw you belt out that banger. And then you're channeling AOC.
Yeah.
How challenging was that?
Yeah. Less than you would think, actually. I find myself quite similar to Adriana in a lot of ways. She was grieving her grandmother, and I lost mine about 5 years ago. And so that process of what that felt like was very familiar to me, and I knew exactly what that was like, and it was actually quite lovely to get to remember my grandmother during the process, you know, because we've crossed the bridge into the just reminiscing in a loving way. We're not bawling our eyes out anymore, but it was so wonderful to just get to remember her and thank her during the process of shooting, you know?
What a special role to come for you at like such a special time. Now, obviously, you just said that you resonate with Adriana a little bit. What else do you like about being part of this show?
I mean, she's so brave. She's really ballsy. You'll often find that she's the youngest adult in every single room she steps into. She's also running for public office at 26 years old, which is insane. Who does that? Who actually does that? Right. To step into that arena as a woman, as a young woman, she's doubted at every single turn. And so I really looked up to her, and who she was.
When we were talking about this in our production meeting, I said that she reminded me of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the youngest from the Bronx. Big up, BX, up in here.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself deep diving into the research when you take a role like this, or do you kind of want to separate it so that you can create the role on your own?
I mean, a little bit of both. I don't know what it's like to stand on a stage and deliver a political speech. So I did have to go deep into her interviews and watch her body language and see how she used her hands. And our wonderful costume designer was really instrumental in helping to bring that to life, because when you're a young, good-looking woman in the political arena, there are just certain things that you can't wear because they won't listen to what you say.
Oh, gosh.
And so it was a whole conversation about, all right, your earrings are going to get smaller, your necklines are going to get higher, because they need to listen to you. And you'll see that happen with AOC as well, which is really fascinating.
The unfortunate conversations we have to have
as women.
As women.
Yep, you get it.
Okay, now, no big deal, but you also have a little Broadway thing happening for you right now. New York, New York.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Oh my gosh.
Previews are starting next...
March 24th.
Next Friday.
Mark your calendars.
Yes.
Okay.
And we open April 26th.
So exciting.
So you can get your tickets now. But it's a magical, magical show. It's the Candor and Ebbs score that we all know and love. There's going to be new songs you've never heard before, old ones that you're already in love with. And it is a love letter to New York City. You see all of New York and all of its diversity come to the stage. It's people with dreams moving to the city, just trying to make it work, and we know what that feels like. We all came here for a reason. And so my hope is that in watching this, we all just reconnect with why we're here and why we came to the city and what the city offered us. It's a place where you can become who you're supposed to be
Right.
and whoever you want to be.
Right.
A reminder we could all use from time to time,
Yeah.
I'm
You
sure.
can disappear into the ether in this fine city, or you could stand out
Could
like
thrive.
the top of the Chrysler building.
Yep, there is a beautiful line in the show that it's one of my favorites, and it's right at the end, and it's just that New York can break you, but it can also save you.
Yeah.
Woo!
100%.
New York can break you, but can it also see?
We were just looking at some rehearsals. What was
Yeah.
what is it like truly? Because we wanted to be Broadway stars, but we were like,
You still
Didn't
can.
pan out.
we're like,
Life is long. Live your dreams, babe.
What are those rehearsals like?
They are electric. You show up as prepared as humanly possible. Susan Stroman has high expectations, and I absolutely love it. She moves very fast,
Yep.
which is how I like to move. I get bored quickly, so it's really lovely to move with her. And you're trying new things every single day because it's in process. They don't know what the show is all of the time. And even as we get into the preview process, we are rehearsing with an audience, basically. A lot of people don't know what previews are, but you start March 24th, but until opening, it's not frozen.
You're right. That's
The
right.
jokes may not land.
Right.
We don't know if this is funny yet, and so we're going to tweak every single day. So you show up to the rehearsal room, and there is a folder underneath a sign-in sheet, and everybody has a little section, and you find your name, and you see if you have new pages for the day.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, and it could be 2 pages with 1 line change,
Yeah.
or it could be an entirely new song that you've never heard before. And
Wow.
so every single day, you're constantly bringing in new ideas. Lin-Manuel and John are writing new songs every single day.
Okay.
Not
So-
Lin-Manuel
Not-
Miranda, who
I
went
know.
to Wesleyan University.
There
It's a
it
running
is.
joke we
First of
have
the
on
day.
this show.
First of the day. Second of the day.
Go ahead. I have a question, but you go first.
Are you okay? I mean, it seems like a grueling process
Yeah.
in more way than one. Do you have to physically prepare? You got to mentally prepare.
Yeah, all of the above. I mean, I have this thing that I say with every show I'm in, that the show cannot be the hardest thing I do, because if it is, and if you're doing that 8 shows a week,
Yeah.
52 weeks out of the year, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
So it has to feel like breathing, not only in the character being close to myself as possible. I feel like this character is just the 7-year-old version of me, which is really, really nice. But also in that, like, we're gonna eat healthy, and we're gonna go to the gym, and we're gonna do all
Clearly.
of those things.
I mean, look at you.
Because this has to feel easy, and we have to feel like we're flying out there.
Right.
Because if it feels hard for me, it's gonna feel hard for the audience to watch too. Because
Right.
you need to go, when you watch,
Yeah.
right?
And we discovered she's a gymnast.
A long time ago,
Middle
long time
school,
ago,
middle
long time
school
ago.
floor champion.
Oh my gosh, in the state of Delaware. Thank you so much.
And a moment for the eyeliner, please.
Yeah, look at
Please.
that. Again, Rachel.
I love everything about you. I really
Aw,
do.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much
Appreciate
again.
it. Of course.
And best of luck to you. We got to go see the show.
We're going to
Yes,
be there.
absolutely.
We're going to laugh at all the funny parts.
I appreciate
We'll
that.
be standing in the
You will
background.
also like sob your
cheering.
eyes out.
I
Just
love
wait.
it. I love a full circle emotional experience.
Yep. There's snow, there's rain, there's tap dancing on beams. You're
Hey,
not ready.
look, listen, when your star
It is New
rises
York.
even more,
Yeah.
please come back and visit.
Yeah, of course. Anytime.
Fantastic.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much,
Of
Anna.
course.
All right, so you can stream episodes of Dear Edward on Apple TV Plus right now. New episodes drop every Friday. Meanwhile, previews, as we mentioned, for New York, New York, begin March 24th.
Can't wait.
Oh my gosh.